We're going to bring in legal contributor Jesse Weber now. He is also a contributor at the Law and Crime Network. Jesse, good morning, and thank you for joining us.
Good to see you, Mitch. Thanks for having me.
So let's say you're a defense attorney here. How do you counter that video?
It's a challenge for sure. I mean, especially since she's charged with second-degree murder, which is easier to prove than first-degree murder. What we've seen is that her defense attorney has filed notice of a battered wife syndrome defense. Now, what that essentially means is, and what you'd have to prove, is that this client, this defendant, was a victim of intense emotional, psychological, physical abuse over a period of time. And what we usually see is this defense coming up when something happens in that moment. A defendant was feeling an intense fear and ultimately acted out and felt that they had no choice but to kill the victim in this case. Now, the problem here, of course, locking somebody in a suitcase is very different than firing a gun or stabbing someone in the heat of the moment. And I think it's going to be a really big challenge for her attorney to assert that kind of defense, to try to say she was acting in self-defense or was in an altered state. Because what you're hearing from that video is somebody who was conscious of what she was doing, took a moment to deliberate on it, heard the pleas, and just kept him there and was taunting him. So when you look at this case, I can understand why they're going this way with a potential defense, because there's really not a ton of defenses to justify this.
Well, and I think one of my first red flags when reading this story is hide and seek, a drunken game of hide and seek. I mean, are we going to go into detail on that as to whether or not that was normal behavior, or is that just, do you think that was something that she came up with when police were questioning her and it was like, wait, what? I'm very confused by that.
That's a major problem. We just covered the Alec Murdaugh case, right? So there's a difference between what you initially tell authorities and what comes out later in the video evidence. So if she initially said, hey, look, this was a game, we were playing hide and seek, I woke up the next morning, I thought he got out. It's very different than what we heard on those cell phone videos, right? And so those videos are important for two reasons. One, remember, for second-degree murder, you need to show a depraved heart, an indifference to human life. You could say that those videos show that. And number two, if she was purposely lying to police, that's where defendants get themselves in trouble. We saw the same thing with Alec Murdaugh. Those videos don't look like a game of hide and seek gone wrong.
In the case of second-degree murder or manslaughter, what have you here, do you have to prove that she knew and was certain that he would die? Because it could be a possible defense that she could say, well, I thought he could breathe just fine. I thought he was exaggerating. I thought he could get himself out. I didn't think I had to intervene.
It's a great question. First-degree murder, you have to show an intent to kill. That's not what they're saying here. Second-degree murder, you have to say you were engaged in some inherently dangerous activity, you knew the risks of it, and you showed a depraved heart, an indifference to human life. You could say that the facts of this kind of add up to that. Manslaughter is different. Manslaughter is a little bit less. You have to show negligence. Maybe that's what her defense attorneys are hoping for. Best case scenario, if they can't get a not guilty, like a self-defense argument, if they say not guilty, they say manslaughter, because manslaughter's 15 years in prison versus second-degree murder, which is 30 years in prison. So I think that it becomes a question of where they're trying to go with it. But yeah, they don't have to show she intended to kill, but locking someone in a suitcase and you're hearing their pleas, you can see how that's showing a depraved heart.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.